on. What's up? What's up? What's up? All right, guys, what's happening? For those of you that don't know who I am and you're tuning in to me for the very first time, I want you to know I am Deborah Franklin. I am a speaker, an author, and a coach. And most of all, I help women in ministry and educators to develop their voice into a product that's ultimately leads to multiple streams of income. So today I am coming to you because some of you have been sitting on the fence for too long. Some of you have been waiting to get something started. Some of you have just been sitting around saying, I'm going to do it. 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 And you still have not done it. So today I want to talk to you about stop procrastinating. I want you to stop sitting around thinking about the woulda, couldas, and the shouldas and the wouldas, or I don't have any money, I don't have any education, I don't have this, I don't have that. Because you know what? What if everybody you knew sat around and did that? They would never make it to their next level. They would never make it to their next calling, their next step in life, if all they did was sat around and dwelled on the what ifs. Okay, they hurt you. Okay, they talked about you. Okay, they stabbed you in the back. Okay, somebody that should have gave you an opportunity didn't give it to you. Okay, but guess what? Jesus did too. They spat on Jesus. Don't you think they're gonna spit on you? Now I'm not. Now I'm not talking about for real. I'm talking about metaphorically. Some people are going to say what they got to say negative. They're going to be negative about you because you know what, y'all? What I have learned in really just lately is that when we think about what we have gone through, and I've heard this said so many times, but I never, how can I say that? I never really grabbed hold to it. I never really just latched onto it until recently. You know, people see in you what you don't see in yourself. So those that know that you are destined for greatness, those that know that you have something more in you, those that see that you have something more to offer the world, yes, especially if they have that spirit of jealousy. Yes, if they have that spirit of envy. Yes, if they have that spirit of just wanting to tear you down on every level and at every hand, those are the ones that they are tearing you down for a reason. But the problem is you haven't had anybody to build you up. You have not had anybody to say, yes, girl, you got this. Yo, dude, you doing the doggone thing. But now I am here to tell you it is your time. It is your season because you got this. You can make it to the next level without anybody. You got to start learning how to encourage yourself. Y'all, go look up the song by Donna Lawrence that speaks about encouraging yourself because you need to learn to speak to your situation. You need to learn your situation does not have to be what it looks like. You have to start operating in faith. You have to start operating in what you see, what you want to happen. Stop operating in the now. Start walking on faith. What if Peter had decided now mind you, y'all think about this. It's in the middle of a storm and this dude gonna tell Jesus, hey, let me walk on water. Really? So that should tell you right there that if that situation with Peter is you getting ready to start your business, that situation with Peter is you getting ready to go back to school. That situation with Peter is you trying to decide, do I want to be in a relationship? That situation is you trying to decide if you're going to love again. Yeah, I'm going through all of it. That situation with Peter is you trying to decide, do I want a new job? That situation with Peter is you trying to figure out your next move in your life. That situation with Peter is you approaching parenting. That situation with Peter is you saying, Jesus, let me walk on water to come to you. Now, it also shows that he walked long enough that when he did fall, when he was close enough to Jesus, that Jesus picked him up. So some of you have actually asked to walk on water and don't realize that you're so close to Jesus and to your breakthrough that it's right there in your hand. It's right there where you can touch it. Right there. All you got to do is make it to the next day and it's going to be there. Make it to the next year. Yes, Mike, my partner. Make your move in faith. And that's what I'm here to talk to you about today, because you have got to stop procrastinating. Most of you know, and I ain't got no shame today. Today I'm here as coach. Today I'm here as you got to make the move. You've been talking about writing the book. You've been talking about, oh, I need to tell my story. I got all these journals. I got all this paper balled up. I got this, I got that. But you ain't wrote the book. Why? Why? Because you know what? I'm here today to tell you it's time for you to click on the link that's in my thing so you can write your book. And not only with the program that I'm offering you, I'm going to show you how to develop it into multiple streams of income. Might say, stop stepping on my toes, partner. No, that's what I'm here today to tell you. Yes, y'all, it is time for you. I totally agree with what you. I'm sick of this. I'm so sick and tired of sitting with people in places and talking to them, and they're saying, "Oh, I need to write my book," but you won't even get with anybody that can help you write the book. You won't even talk to people, or you turning up your nose to them. Baby, if they offering something that you need, and if you, okay, you know what? I'm gonna put it like this here. I'm getting ready to speak to your spirit, because that's what I do. If you are watching this now or watching the replay, it is your time to stop procrastinating. You need to go ahead and write the book and tell your story. And then I'm going to throw this scripture to you. And a lot of times we as people in ministry, we don't look at this, because the scripture says that your gift will make room for you, and then put you at the table with different people. Yeah, I paraphrased it, but look it up. Your gift will make room for you. So guess what your gift is? If you write your story, or even start to tell people about what you've done, what you've been through, or heck, even if you're writing a fiction story, guess what? That one book could develop into multiple streams of income to put you at the table. Now, some of you have even written books that, if you wrote it correctly, could be used as curriculum. Even though it's telling your story, it could be something where you can use it at a women's shelter, at a men's shelter, at a second chance facility where people are learning to get back on their feet, because they need to know that they too can make it. They too can go back to school. They too can be going through dealing with shame. Heck, living in shame. How many of you have been in jail and need to tell your story to somebody so they too can know that they can make it to the other side? Because even though they may have been imprisoned in their body, but they were never imprisoned in your mind. Now I'm going to take it a step further. How many of you have been in prison in your mind, and God set you free from that prison, and open up those bars and set those chains free? Because you know what? That's what you also need to look at too. Like Paul and Silas, what have you prayed for and sung for and praised for, and the doors were open and a way was made for you to come out? You need to tell your story. Stop procrastinating. You need to either tell me something, drop me a message that I need to reach out to you, inbox me, DM me, because it's time for you to stop procrastinating, tell your story, get your book written, and because we got time. We got time. And stop looking at the price tag. That's the next thing. So some of y'all are like, ooh, I can't afford this. Yes, you can. You can afford whatever you want to afford. And because I'm a witness to that. Because every time God has told me to get a coach, God has told me to do a activity, I ain't had no money. And I got people that's witnesses on here to know that I'll pray about something and I don't even know how stuff happened, and God will open the door. But the biggest thing is, you have got to make the move. God has showed it to you already, but it's time for you to make the move. God has given you the vision. And where there is vision, he will definitely give you the provision. So you need to let me know, because it's time for you to stop procrastinating, get into this program, write your book, because the world needs to hear what you have to say. Yes, I said it and I mean it. The world needs to hear what you have to say, because you are destined and purposed for this in this season. I have 2 projects right now. And I promise you, I had both of my clients on my last project was like, you pushed me to go to the next level, because I'm doing things that I never thought I would do. Yeah. You need to be at that place. And trust me, it's not easy. It's not for the faint at heart. But I promise you, if you get in here and start working with us on your project, you will never be the same again, because it is so freeing to be able to tell your story and go to the next level that it will just totally blow your mind. So, yes, the invitation has been opened and it's up to you to accept or reject. Yeah, oh, that was so churchy. But y'all understand. Oh, that was so churchy. I do apologize. I didn't mean to be that churchy. But it's the truth. I'm giving you the invitation. I'm opening the door to you to come in, work with me to help develop your dream into a reality, and then being able to develop it into multiple streams of income. Because I will be so honest with you. it's I've heard people say this. Oh, I like making money in my sleep. But then it was always those ones that were like all these, excuse me, these $1 million people that was taking pictures with cars that, and later I found out these were cars they didn't even own. But little old bitty me, even though my little ping might have been only for $20, but guess what? When I got that little ping for $20, I was blown away. Because to get up the next morning and see that somebody actually purchased something that I wrote, actually purchased something that I did, actually purchased something that I literally had to toil and cry and scream and beat myself up over. Yeah, beat myself up over. It was amazing. Pixie say, LOL, yes it was. Y'all laughing at me. Y'all know I ain't trying to be funny. I'm just being real. We have got to learn, and in this season and in this time, y'all, we ain't quarantined for nothing. And honestly, I did take this first part of the quarantine. I was getting me together. I was really getting me together. I was learning different skills in that first part of the quarantine when we were really, really locked down. Now it's time for you to make that turn, because we're not going to be quarantined for long. And when we come out on the other side of this, what do you want to have to show for it? You did it. Thank you, Monica. Because when we come out on this other side, you do not want to show that all you did was gain 20, 30 pounds. Yeah, I gained some weight, y'all. I was tired on some pants because, it's time to start getting back out. So I had to put on something that didn't have elastic. And baby, honey. So yeah, shake starting back. Yes. I'm putting it out here. But when we come out on the other side of this, and you could have had your book written or at least started on it, then you will be in a different place. Now, let me tell you about the program. So I done did all this talking and I forgot to tell you about the program. So this particular program that I'm offering now with Church Girl CEO is where you will you will write your book, taking it from inception, basically getting it out of your head onto paper, getting it organized, getting it edited, we have a writing coach on staff. You'll work with a writing coach. And then you will have about 4 weeks just straight sitting with me for 2 hours a day, 2 hours, 1 day a week, just to write. Then after that, when you do that, then we will go to getting ready for printing, getting your cover done. You'll be getting it published. And then on the other side of that, we will help you develop your podcast. And then you're like, well, a podcast, yes, you never had an idea to do a podcast. You never had an idea to do a Facebook Live. But with this program that we're doing, we're going to show you how to take your book and use it as your platform for your show. So now we're going to teach you how to monetize that particular program as well. And that's what you're going to be doing. All right. I love it, lady. Thank you, Demita. What's up, queen? I need to schedule a consult. Yes, honey, come on by. It's time for y'all to get on and schedule the consult. You can inbox me. You can DM me. I will even go back on all the posts and put in the link to so we can talk about this, because putting pen to Yes, Michael, putting pen to paper, because so many of you have procrastinated, and all you need is just some assistance to help you take it to the next level. And that's what we are here for. Are we trying to get you? No, we're not. But we have a staff. I have built a staff that it even sounds funny for me to say that I built a team, not a staff. I built a team that is willing to help you take what you have and take it to the next level. I want some baked goods. That's funny. If you will it, I'm not, you know what? I'm not dealing with that because you got too many jokes. But you know what? If y'all finish your books, I'll have the party and I'll bake everything that we have. I have no problems with that. But the thing is that when you work with me for the Write the Book Intensive, and that is what it's called, Write the Book Intensive. Because when you really focus in and get laser focused on what you're doing, you will definitely finish and then have a product that you're proud of. And that is our goal. We want you to have a product that you're proud of and that you are able to go to the next level. Yes, I'll finish 2 chapters now. Yes, indeed. Get busy. Because a lot of times, and then I had another client that was like, I never even heard of a writing coach. So when they were able to get introduced to the writing coach, it blew them away because some of the things that they were doing, they didn't realize that just having that one person to read that person that had nothing to lose, nothing to gain, and give them pointers on their transitions on what they were writing was amazing. And it helped them take what they had already written to another level. So at the end of the day, y'all say if you are interested in Write the Book Intensive, I need you to drop me below or above, whatever. The link is also in the information line. I want to hear from you because we need to talk. Because it is time for you to stop procrastinating and write the book. Yes, I said it. And write the book. And I will definitely, if you got any questions, y'all know how to reach me. You can inbox me, DM me, whatever platform you're watching this on, whether it's Periscope, Facebook, YouTube, inbox me and I got you. And when it's time for us to take that step and move out to the next level, because y'all, it is time to tell your story. Because when you tell your story, somebody else can get delivered. Think about that young person or even that middle-aged person or even that older person. They can read your story and get motivated to take it to the next level. Pixie said, yes, get to writing. Most definitely, Pixie, because Pixie has some books as well. And honestly, if you follow Church Girl CEO, you never know what projects that we might come up with, y'all, because we just finished one collaboration, Truth. They're having their book launch next month. We are on our way to finishing our first audio book. They are having their book launch next month. Y'all, we got 2 book launches in 1 month. Who does that? We do. Because Church Girl CEO is all about developing people to go to the next level and then helping them make multiple streams of income from that project or from that product. I need to get on the calendar. I'm midway through the next project. Awesome! Y'all, Monica got a beast of a project. She has a book on poetry that is dedicated to basically the Black Lives Matter, to people that have lost their lives to police violence. Y'all have got to get that book. Well, we'll talk about that later because it's amazing. So guys, that's all I got for you. Again, I need to hear from you. Drop me a note, drop me a message. Let's get this ball rolling because you need to write the book. Our next class will be starting pretty soon. Our next session for the Write the Book Intensive will be September the 7th. I had to look at the calendar that's up on the wall. Our next session will start on September the 7th. And you need to get on board. And, this will be the first time that I'm going to open it up to men and women. So I am opening up to everybody. Doesn't matter your age, your gender. I want you to jump in on this project because you will be amazed at what God will do through you through this project. You'll be able to speak truth to power. So I look forward to seeing you. God is getting ready to do a new thing for you and in you, but it's time for you to tell your story. So join us in the Write the Book Intensive. All right, guys, love you to life. Have a great one. If you are watching the replay, make sure that you drop replay in the bottom, and please tell us where you're from. And again, if you have any comments, I will go back to see them. All right, guys, have a great one. Love you to life. Peace.